Have you ever used glue or tape to stick something together? Now imagine having to stick pieces of paper all day long at your job. Sounds tiring, right? Well, long ago there was a smart and determined African-American man named Robert Pelham Jr. who made that job a lot easier. Let's go back in time to the year 1859. That's when Robert Pelham Jr. was born in Petersburg, Virginia. It was a hard time in America. The Civil War hadn't started yet, but there were many unfair laws and rules for African-American people. Still, Robert's parents believed in education and made sure their children went to school. His family later moved to Detroit, Michigan, where young Robert grew up with big dreams. As a boy, Robert was curious. He read newspapers and asked questions. He wanted to know how things worked and how he could help others. That curiosity helped him become a journalist and a civil rights leader. He even helped start a newspaper called the Detroit Plain Dealer, where he wrote about issues that mattered to African Americans. But Robert didn't stop there. In 1879, when he was just 20 years old, he got a job at the United States Census Bureau. The Census Bureau is the part of the government that counts how many people live in the country. It's a very big job because it happens every 10 years and the information helps decide where schools and roads should be built. Robert started as a clerk. That meant he helped keep papers organized and made sure the numbers were added correctly. But there was a problem. Back then, they didn't have computers or printers. Everything had to be written or glued by hand. Workers had to paste little slips of paper onto bigger pages to keep track of all the data. This pasting took forever. It was messy, slow, and gave people sore hands. That's when Robert had a brilliant idea. He said, "There has to be a better way." He didn't just complain, he created. In 1905, African-American Robert Pelham Jr. invented something called a pasting apparatus. Think of it like a clever glue roller that made sticking those little pieces of paper faster and easier. His invention used a wheel and a glue container that let workers paste quickly without the mess. It was simple but genius. It saved time, it saved effort, and it helped the Census Bureau do their job better. This was a big deal because more accurate data meant better decisions for schools and neighborhoods. Robert didn't just help with machines. He helped with fairness too. He worked hard to make sure African Americans were counted correctly in the census. You see, some people didn't think it was important to count everyone equally. But Robert knew better. He believed everyone mattered. In fact, Robert Pelham Jr. kept working at the Census Bureau for over 30 years. That's more than 3 decades of service to his country. While there, he also studied law and became a lawyer. He used his voice and his mind to speak up for what was right. When he wasn't inventing or writing or counting people, Robert was helping build a better future. He worked with leaders like W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington. He also joined groups that fought for civil rights and equality. Robert Pelham Jr. died in 1943, but his legacy still lives on. He showed that even a simple tool can change how a country works. He proved that African American inventors could make powerful contributions to science and government. So next time you use a glue stick or tape, think about Robert Pelham Jr., the man who made pasting smarter and the world a little fairer. His invention may have been small, but his impact was huge. If you like this video and would like to see more content like this, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, share with others, and subscribe to our channel.